Hi everyone, what is up? Hope you guys are all having an amazing day so far. Sorry if I look so rugged. I'm just so tired today, guys. The other day I closed, and then today I open, and then tomorrow I open again. I feel like we are the only shop, salon, whatever, that opens at 8 a.m. It just really depends on the owner, okay? So anyway, as you guys have seen in the title, today's video is going to be about my experience as a hairstylist. So I cut hair for a living right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I feel like it's the type of job that I don't get. I feel like I'm just playing every single day. It's ridiculous. I thought when I used to work for Mac, I thought working for Mac is me just playing every day. No, this one feels like that. Now, I'm just gonna share like a little bit of information on like what type of clients I get and what it feels like to cut hair and this and that. So I actually never really planned to cut hair. I was just there for like shits and giggles, just for starters, you know. Cutting hair was never really in my mind. It's just, to me, like, I'll never touch someone's head. I'll like whatever. That's not my thing. Like kids moving around screaming like I'm an exorcist or something, like exorcism, whatever. It's crazy. So I think the good topic to start is, what is the hardest clients? Okay, the hardest clients are, I would say, kids. Because there are kids that would just scream in the top of their lungs. You know, when I have to like wet their hair and make it saturated so I can grab the hair nicely, right? Every time I spray the water, I feel like it was holy water. Because when I spray it, the kid will be like, ah! Scream on top of their lungs. I feel like at any minute now, like the head would start spinning and like start vomiting, you know? So it's crazy because some parents want zero fade for the kids, but the kids won't stay still. And if it's not blended to the gods, they get angry. So if you are planning to cut hair to start, you know, just to get fast on it, or even if this is like your passion, you know, if this is your passion, then I would suggest that if you're cutting a young kid's hair, do a half first or a one. Because you have to test the waters first on how they would, you know, they would move around. Because there are even like kids that are so bad, like I have to call another stylist to help me hold the head. Because sometimes if it's just me, they would move a lot, and if it's from a different stylist, they would like stay still. It's annoying. Like, I'm not joking, like it is annoying. So when you're grabbing the head, you grab that real good, okay? Like with a little, you let them know that you're the boss kind of a thing. But of course, don't hurt them, you know, you have to like feel it. So you have to be, aside from the fact that you have to be like very extra careful, you know, the mom is picky. It's always the mom, to be honest. Like guys, it's very rare. Like with them, they're like, yeah, whatever. It's like that. Just cut the hair. It's like that. But when it comes to moms, I think it's just so difficult. When they request like a certain haircut, like the zero fade, and then the kid won't sit still, you know. But you know, you really can't please everyone. I think the second hardest people to cut hair with is the people who are very vain. I've never experienced this with women. I actually experienced this with men. Like I had a coworker that cut his hair like literally, like honestly, probably like half an inch, like a hair here. She accidentally cut it, and this chick has been cutting hair for a really long time. To be honest, she's one of the best hairstylists I have ever known in my entire life. She is very good in layering and everything. Tall girl, she sees everything, so I feel like that contributes the reason why her layers turn out so good. But anyway, she accidentally cut the tiny little bang here. And this guy was like complaining to the whole entire salon. So in our store, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 managers, 1 general manager, and the rest is like, you know, key holders. So she's also a key holder. And this guy was, you know, complaining that his image is very important because he's a manager. In the back of my head, like, if you're a manager, then you should know what it's like to, you know, like he doesn't know how to act. So he had his son got a haircut at the same time too. The son's haircut wasn't even botched, but he demanded to have a free haircut for both of them that day and for the next visit. I'm like, ew, you know. I'm gonna tell you right now, sometimes it also depends on the city or town that you're living in. Me, I would say like I'm in a working class environment, but I would say like some of the people here, you know, it's I would say like middle class. There's high class and middle class, you know. It's I feel like it's almost like the same in every place, but I would say that this is very far from it's not like a San Diego life. It's a city that all of a sudden got expensive because people from San Diego move here. I'm gonna leave it at that. And to be honest, I freaking hate it because now everything is like so saturated. Everything is like just so expensive now. But I can't really blame them because sis, everything in San Diego is just so expensive. It's ridiculous. And I mean, everywhere now is expensive. So anyway, moving on. I feel like, yeah, those are the only things. I feel like the only ones that are hard to cut hair are the young ones and the guys who are like super vain with themselves. But again, like I feel like the nicest people that I've ever had a haircut with is like the girls, really. And people would think that it's going to be the opposite because women to women it's kind of like different catty, but no, I've never really experienced that. But for me as a girl, I feel like men approach you like a little lighter, if that makes sense. I can remember when I used to work with Mac and my coworker said like you should be a barber because you're gonna get a lot of tips. And sure enough, fast forward 3 years later, here I am cutting men's hair. It's insane how the mouth could be so powerful, and she's right. I think that your salary would always depend on your personality. Me, outside of YouTube and outside of whoever's point of view, I kind of feel like I'm somehow funny. I laugh a lot. Even my world is crashing and burning and everything. Like, that's me. I just spread positive vibes all the time. And for you to be able to get a lot of tips, I would suggest that you do the same. Like, just be positive and already expect that your client will overshare with you a bit, you know, will tell you like life story. I had a couple of people like cry in my chair because they wanted to talk it out and, you know, things like that. But just be comforting as much as you can and just be friendly. And of course you master your craft. So I went from cutting hair for like an hour to now I am proud to say that I can cut hair in like 8 minutes. It's not that it's pushing it, it's just sometimes I just get shocked, you know, like holy crap, I'm done. But there's nothing else to do. If it's just a trim, then it's just a trim. Sometimes people don't even have hair, you know, like trim the top, but there's nothing at the top. So it's like I just pretend that I'm grabbing on the 3 pieces of hair, but just slightly cut it anyway. But there's literally like nothing there, but you just follow whatever they say, right? And sometimes I feel like the haircuts that I don't like cutting is actually these very personalized haircuts. Like I have a bunch of haircuts that they're literally like just leave a chunk of hair here, but that's them, you know, individuality. I love it. At the same time, I feel kind of like weird cutting it because after cutting the hair, they're gonna go up in the front and some other customers will see that and they're gonna think like, oh damn, like what the heck is going on? You know what I mean? So it's like that sometimes. Oh my gosh, I can't forget this client. I want to punch his face so bad. He's such a bad person. He had nothing positive to say, you guys. He's just a nasty person. He would tell my coworkers that, you know, the girls that work here before are beautiful. I don't know what happened now. And I'm like, in the back of my head, like, this is coming from a guy that probably didn't put deodorant before he went to our shop and, like, overweight and, like, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but for him to say that to my coworkers, that's... to us, that's bad, you know. That's like in the back of my head. Who the heck do you think you are? Sir, brush your teeth first, okay? Stop. But yeah, overall, I would say that the faster you cut hair and the more entertaining you are. Again, like the tip really depends on the personality, like whatever town you are in, whatever this, whatever that. I do have a few loyal clients, I must say, but they're not like to die-hard clients that just go to me religiously. I have coworkers that have regular clients only because they've been there like freaking 10 years, okay? Like me. To me, it doesn't really matter if you go to, this is like our point of view, okay? Like if your stylist is busy, or if I'm busy and you're my you know, regular client, and if you go to someone else, I don't really take it too hard, because it's not like we get commission or anything like that. Of course, it still depends on the owner, but for me, I don't really overthink about those things, because you know, there's a lot of clients, like literally there's no time to chit chat, because it's always crazy. So if it's not busy, you know, sometimes we cut each other's hair. Me, I rarely do that, just so because I don't really like getting my hair cut. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I kind of want to say like a bunch of stories with you guys, but I know this video is going to be a little bit too long. I just want to sit down here and give you guys like a little chit chat. But overall, a year of me cutting hair, a year of me having my cosmetology license, I feel like is definitely the most fun experience of all time. Just so because I feel like I am not working at all. Sometimes it can get really hard though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes I get drained because, of course, like listening to the stories, though I love getting to know my customers, sometimes you get creepy ones too. You know, like, people ask me like weird questions like, what time is dinner? Or like, would leave there. I think the weirdest one is like, I had customers like they try to make me like a sugar baby or something. I don't know what it is, but my coworker was like making a joke like, hey Jess, they like those tiny little girls, because you know, I'm tiny. I'm just like 4'11", and I'm considered petite here, which is weird. But yeah, they would make jokes like, Jessie, they like those tiny little girls, you know, that's why they want to make you a sugar baby, just go out. And I'm like, hell no. I had this one guy, like, you know, the receipt from the bank when you deposit something and then the receipt comes out. He intentionally left that in my table for me to see how much money he got. And I would notice that sometimes when guys are trying to like hit me up in some type of way, they always say that, oh yeah, I own a house and I make really good. And I was like, in the back of my head, I don't need these obviously I work hard, like I'm here every day, like what does it look like? I feel like sometimes, do I have that face that I don't have any money at all? I don't think so. Obviously I work, but you know what, ladies, let me tell you, stability and women that work hard too, it doesn't, you don't have to be like a super duper boss babe, you know, like it's to me that's attractive too. And I feel like in my future partner that is something that I would look into as well. I kind of want something that is like so mature and doesn't have to be rich. It has to be hardworking. Like, to me, in my opinion, like I noticed this with my guy friends as well. They love a woman that works hard. But sometimes, like me, I feel like because I work so hard and because I feel like I'm a boss babe, like that kind of turn off some men, I feel like, in a way, because I feel like I'm stepping into their balls, which is kind of sad and kind of dumb when you come to think of it, because aren't you like supposed to be happy because you're gonna be my sugar baby kind of a thing? But anyway, I'm not really looking for love right now. I'm just focusing on myself and hoping and praying I can get to stay here in California. If it's not going to be this house, maybe somewhere else peaceful, somewhere else where I can never see my ex again, because I just don't want to be in that environment. I just decided to cut all of the people off that connects me to this person. And I'm going to continue on blocking people who stalk me. And I know I've been seeing like a bunch of people from his new sets of friends been stalking me. If you guys are looking for something negative towards me, like y'all not gonna find that here, okay? Just leave me alone. I'm living my best life. I just want to be at peace. I'm not doing it to any one of you guys. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. Let me know what you think in the comment box down below. If you are a cosmetologist or a barber, what are the struggles that you ever had when you first started? Actually me, I already said I'm gonna stop, right? Actually me, I had a hard time doing a fade from the beginning, right? And the only time I learned how to fade is when it was back to school and there were so many customers. It's like a 3-hour wait. It's redonkulous, okay? 3-hour wait, and there's so many customers and I have to like be on it. So that's the time I've learned how to fade, because I am so shy of asking my coworkers like, help me, help me, help me. Eventually you're gonna learn, because that's how I learned. I just threw myself under the bus. So that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys have any questions at all, please comment down below, because I love to answer them for you guys, maybe on the comment section and maybe on a separate video. So let me know what you think in the comment box down below, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!